Hello folks and welcome back for the first video of 2025. I hope you all had an amazing Christmas and New Year. For a couple of weeks now I've been teasing a new project car for the channel and now you're finally going to get to see it. But where did it all start? I was scrolling through Facebook Marketplace as you do when I stumbled along a very rare car. It had been off the road for a number of years, has no MOT, is over 30 years old and it has a lot of rust. So obviously I didn't go for that one. Or did I? Of course I did. Me and my dad loaded up the trailer and I bought the car. Now, are you ready to see the new car? I can't believe this is actually mine. So let's get the cover off it and I'll show you guys the car. It's this, a 1988 Vauxhall Nova. So here it is, the new project car for the channel. I hope you are as excited as I am about it. This thing's been off the road since 2018, which is absolutely mental. Now, as you might have seen from the number plates and the sticker on the back window, this car is from Vauxhall in Arbroath, so this is a Scottish car. It's remained in Scotland and now I've got my hands on it, so I'll stay in Scotland. But main things about the car, it's done 43,000 miles since 1988. It's finished in a shady red, but it's went a bit more pink over the years, but we're going to be sorting that anyway. It's lowered on some coilovers, it's got a wee bit of an aftermarket back box on it. The car's got its original warranty book with it, it's got its first ever fuel station receipt. I think it was £13 for 39 litres or something, which is mental. But yep, this is the car in all its glory. This is what happens to a car when it's been off the road for, what, almost 7 years. So obviously with the car being off the road for a good few years, there's going to be a few points of concern. Now for its time off the road, I think it sat outside for about a year, so a bit of rust has got to it. So main points are on the back of the sills, got a wee bits on the quarters, and then a wee bit in this driver's wheel arch here, actually inside of the wheel arch, no on the wings of that. The wings are clean as anything. Usually the bonnets on these are all dented here at this front bit, but there's none of that. I can't really see any dents on the paintwork, to be honest. It might be a bit different once we give it a good clean off, but we can always see. Obviously another issue with the car is the paintwork. Now this would polish up pretty nice on most parts, but there's a few blemishes over the whole paintwork. You know, we've got chips and stuff, there's wee bits of rust on the tops of the quarters and stuff just where it's been chipped in that, so we might as well go around it and give it a bit of paintwork over the whole thing while we're doing the sills and that anyway. We also clearly have an issue with the brakes as well. There's no pedal. Now mechanically with this car it runs really well, especially with it sitting around for that long. If you take a look at the engine here, you can see it doesn't look the tidiest, but with a bit of a clean and maybe a bit of paintwork as well, this thing will look brilliant. And just to show you that the car runs well, I'm going to give it a start up. So yeah, everything's pretty happy under there. I did top it up with some coolant and some fuel because it's been sitting around for a while and they ran out a bit. But yep, once we get done with other stuff on the car, we can get onto the engine, give it a good service and stuff, new spark plugs, oil, all of that, and it should run even better. If you join me here in the interior, you can see this isn't too bad. This is probably one of the best bits about the car. I mean, everything looks pretty much brand new. We've got a few stains and stuff, bit of mould on the door cards and stuff, but that's just from it sitting about and it'll come up really nice with a clean. So I think the first part we should start with on this car is the interior. Let's give this a good clean. First things first, we had to give the little Nova a good hoover out. It wasn't too bad considering how long it's been sitting, but there was still a few bits of dirt that we had to get out. I then removed the bottom bench of the back seat to make it easier to clean underneath it and give it a good shampoo. carpets in these cars are really thin. There isn't many fibres in it, so it doesn't really hold any dirt, which makes it easier to hoover. And now that everything's had a good initial hoover, I could get on with shampooing the seats. Now if I'm honest, they weren't too bad to be fair, they were in pretty good condition, but a little shampoo and extraction will bring them up that bit more. And with the seats and carpet looking nice and fresh now, I needed to tackle the mouldy and dirty interior plastics and trim. I first needed to start off with this door card though, as it was the worst bit. At this point I was pretty surprised with how easily the mould was coming off of the door card, because at first I was really worried that it was going to be ingrained in the panel and wasn't going to come off. Look at that, that's the door card like it's just came out of the factory. What a difference. Now we can get on to cleaning the steering wheel, and although it doesn't look too dirty, we can still pull a lot of dirt out of this. And also, let me know what you think of the steering wheel in the comments below, because I'm quite a fan of it. I ended up cleaning the rest of the interior off camera, but you'll get to see that soon. But in the meantime, let's clean that engine bay. And here it is up close. It looks pretty horrible, but I made sure to cover up all the important bits, and now I could get on to pressure washing it. And after giving it a quick clean, this is how the engine bay was looking. Not the best, but we're going to sort that out in a later episode. For now, we can get on with doing the rest of the exterior. Now time to give the Nova a good contact wash. I was really going to have to work the washman into the paintwork to get all those little black marks out of the paint. And that's the little Nova all nice and clean now. Are you ready to see the results? What the actual hell, I've just made a discovery while taking the wheel off of the Nova. Look what brakes are on this. Look at the size of them. They're no standard calipers anyway, and they're definitely no standard discs. Look at how cool they are. Got upgraded brakes on the Nova as well. So there we have it, that is the new project car for the channel, the Vauxhall Nova. It looks so much clearer now, especially the interior. It looks almost brand new in there. I'm really impressed with it. Obviously we've still got faded paintwork on the outside, but it looks so much better than it did at the start of this video. But we're now one step closer to getting this car back on the road in numerous years, so I can't wait for that. Make sure to come back for the next video where we're probably going to be doing some well done on it, so make sure to come back for that. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe, please like this video, comment down below, and see you guys in the next one. Bye!